Well, there. This is just an open chat, pretty much. We don't really have a definitive topic or anything like that. Just felt like having an open chat because no one's really doing anything right now. So I figured give anybody a avenue for chatting tonight, if you'd like. Not much really going on right now other than the normal. The normal V2K stuff. How's it going, Angels? What are you up to? Feel like jumping on here and yapping? Or are you able to do that? Yeah, like I said, there's no real topic. I haven't had a topic today. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better? Are you better without the fan? Do you hear what I'm talking about? Yeah. It is only like 100 degrees in here, but that's okay. I'm not dying yet from the heat, but it is summertime, so that's to be expected. You're gonna drive over to the neighbors. Right on. I don't know if you caught my last live, but I don't know the antics of my next door neighbor with threatening people and I don't know, dropping the N-word like it was the only word he knew. Yesterday, literally fucking just screaming. And my wife looked at me like, yeah, he's been doing that for about an hour or so, or whatever. But fucking psychopath. I mean, no wonder he threatened me with a hatchet. He's so fucking crazy. I'm sure he didn't expect me to come outside and confront his ass though that day. Did you, Ian? You didn't expect me to confront you yet that day, did you? But anyhow, it was pretty silly. Well, what's wrong with your truck? You said, I saw you say something about your phone's fucked up and your truck's screwing up and other stuff's screwing up. So what's going on? What's happening with that? Not much. Or what? Engine issues or something else? I don't know. Had I on my short live where I was calling out my neighbor gang stalkers and other gang stalkers. I had I don't know, a person leave a one-word comment called a promo SM, and he's got like 9 subscribers, no videos, nothing he's looked at, but that was kind of interesting. But it's like you get those where they don't have any kind of a channel, but I have 222 subscribers, but I'm the only channel he's ever looked at, right? That's funny. Right? You get a bunch. That's nice. So he takes care of you, huh? That's awesome. But oh man, I personally hadn't been able to afford to buy any kind of weed, even if I wanted to, for a while, even if I wanted to get any. What's up, Bo?
Nothing much. What's happening, man?
Not much. Just chilling. I did do a live the other day about kind of a philosophical bit of advice about what it's like to be a target the other day, and you know how they're, I think you looked at it. But,
yeah, I checked it like really quick. I didn't get a chance to like really like sit down and get into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like looking at checking out the comments and stuff a little bit, and
just the premise of it is, how you got I was saying, like, you're an asteroid in the Kuiper Belt, and you got all these other gang stalker asteroids in your orbit, always trying to knock you out of your orbit.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was a good analogy. But perspective.
Yeah. I was just, it was just an analogy. I was trying to put it into perspective for people, about how it feels. But Home Slice has actually been doing what I did, I don't know, like a year or so ago, or around that, when I was recording the B2K and proving how that should exist and shit. He's doing pretty much the same thing I was doing.
Yeah, everybody I think gets to that. Well, not everybody, but like everybody that can do it gets to that stage usually at some point in time.
I think they go through a phase of wanting to try and prove it. I mean, and like I told him, it makes you feel better when you actually record it and someone else hears it. It makes you feel better about it. That you're not nuts. That these fuckers are really doing that shit.
Right, somebody's validating for you.
That's the word, validation. It gives you a little bit of validation, and because even when you're talking about it, if you have something like talking about it, you get the perps that come in that you know are full of shit, saying, "Oh, this isn't real. You're nuts." Blah blah blah. Schizophrenia. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And just that mentality, it just automatically perp, right? The first
Yeah.
thought, perp, perp,
Yeah. Negative Nancy fucking
because
bullshit.
they know it exists. They know what's going on. That's just it. You can just in their demeanor, you know that they know what the hell you're talking about is real, and they're just full of shit.
Right. Hey,
Hey,
John.
John, what you doing, buddy? Want to join the party? We're just
Yeah.
chilling. There's no real topic. You got like something you want to talk about?
Something to talk about. Yeah, I do have something to talk about.
Let's hear it.
Something that I was thinking about maybe actually coming up with something first before I like put it out there, or brought it up, or present it like a little bit better or something. Like be prepared for it, but I guess it doesn't even matter. You never know. Might not fucking make it past tonight, or so I might as well get it out now just in case that happens.
Do it.
But one thing that nobody ever like talks about, I mean, there's always, guys talking that this or that. I talk about this, and no other TI fucking shows this or talks about that. And I'm the only one, or because apparently it's got to be like a competition for people or some shit.
Yeah,
And
this isn't a
the
competition. Yeah.
nobody ever brought up or fucking even talks about or even thinks about
What
fucking at all.
What is it?
There's some kind of element or factor involved to where like it's kind of like, and people don't know it, like targets don't know it, but they kind of turn you into like a double agent, you know, without you knowing it. Like
Oh
they'll
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
they'll get you into being a fucking, a target, but then they'll like manipulate things to where you're also like helping them fucking eventually start being a perp, like
Well, that comes along with what I talked about with the impersonation factor.
yeah, and that too, yeah. And then it's like,
Right, just like I was talking about with dipshit next door here, who's probably doing it right now because he started making a lot of noise when I went live.
you know what? Get a microphone and your fucking amp and hook it up to your delay pedal. So like,
I don't have a delay pedal anymore. I wish I had my RP200 because I wish I had it because it makes guitar so much more fun.
yeah, yeah. My buddy had that Line 6 fucking pedal with it had all the it was all programmable and shit.
Yeah, that's what this was. Like it
That
was
kind
like
of
that.
one.
It only had like two switches, but it had like 100 different effects and whatever.
Right? Yeah.
It had drum beats and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It's called
Yeah,
RP200.
I wanted to get something like that and hook it up to my fucking bass drum mic and shit, and that way I can go from like just being regular mic to having like a delay too. Then like what I wanted was have a distortion pedal hooked up to it so I could get like the instant 9 Inch Nails fucking
Yeah.
Industrial kind of like metal
Yeah,
kind of
like
sound.
I can't the little amp I use, the Vox, it has some effects, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's real limited. You can't do flanging. You can't really control distortion or none of that shit. But
yeah, they're all like it's like this. You got to get like the half stack with the fucking the big old
yeah,
head unit.
you gotta have some equipment to do to actually sound great. I mean,
And then with that equipment, it's like you can't like just like it's like a Ferrari, like you can't, or like a Lamborghini. I mean, you can't like just barely take it out every once in a while and drive it like
yeah, you
25
gotta.
miles an
Yeah,
I mean, if you open that shit up, dude, if you don't get the tubes warmed up and hot and fucking cranking, then it's probably will burn them up. It has happened before. Like,
yeah.
the beach.
Speaking of that Lamborghini shit, I've watched a few of the videos on YouTube where it's like there's the one where the guy's just he's basically parked there and he's revving the engine and it starts on fire and shit. And then he takes off and
Yeah,
the dude's trying to tell him, "Hey, you're on fire, you're on fire." And
yeah,
it's
no,
fucking
isn't that
burning up. It's
stupid?
burning up and shit.
They got
Funny.
all this money, you can't even fucking like know the basics of how to, how a motor fucking actually works, and like, yeah, you gotta fucking rev it up, but you gotta also be fucking taking off and shit too, like with those kinds of
Yeah,
cars.
it was probably like the flames coming out of the exhaust that went up and caused the fiberglass or whatever it is to fucking catch fire, and
A lot of that
he
shit,
didn't even know it. He just started taking off, and the dude screaming at him, "You're on fire! You're on fire!"
wasn't NBA Jam either. He's on fire. He's heating up.
Mm-hmm. Ricky Bobby,
Fuck.
you're on fire! You're on fire!
Next level fucking had one of those little, like little, whatever those machines are for like doing like live streams and shit. Like has like the applause and the clapping and stuff. And
Oh yeah, sound machine. Yeah.
he did all the NBA Jam fucking sound effects on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like targeting shows and stuff back in. That was a fucking few years ago now.
Well, I remember, when we were doing a couple shows and everybody was there were, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but there were people coming in saying, "Oh, this is all scripted. They're all scripted." And
Oh yeah,
and
right,
and for being scripted, we sure were fucking wild tangent
right.
from one wild tangent to the next for being scripted.
It's pretty good script. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Alice. It was
Uh, maybe
scripted.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So I just wish that she was right about me being a fucking good hacker, dude. Like,
Mm,
if you're gonna be right about something, man, be right about that.
well, you know, to be a hacker, you don't even have to be a hacker. I mean,
Yeah,
you you can go get download a fucking program that does all that shit for you. You don't have to do shit except for push a couple buttons,
yeah,
and it'll fucking DNS crash or fucking hardware fucking crash a computer. You just have to push the fucking button, and you ain't like the old movies like where you had the Angelina Jolie movie Hackers,
yeah,
where it's got him,
yeah,
he's going crazy at the typewriter doing all this shit. Man,
yeah.
that's bullshit. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like
Yeah,
that. It's like, oh, let's see, download, load this program, click, motherfucker, you're done. Right?
I know.
It's
Yeah,
it's
not part of it.
it's not super hacker shit.
I mean, I used to.
I watched some of the guys on here that like um that he misses with Kali Linux all the time, right?
Yeah,
And, and yeah, you have to know a few commands, but you don't have to. You're not sitting there writing a fucking program while you're trying to ping someone's fucking IP address or whatever. It's nothing like that shit.
I can't even get the fucking. Can't even figure out a virtual fucking machine at all even now. And I used to do like DOS like way back when nobody even had computers unless you were
Right?
like military. It was like it was a trip too because like there's weird shit back in the day. Like my grandpa had this one like Texas Instrument tape recorder and shit, and it was like man, now that I think about it, like that was all like weird ass targeting shit. Like back in the day, like Air Force and up in Alaska and Japan and Spain and
Mm-hmm.
you know Master Sergeant fucking E8 fucking pay scale, uh, Air Force Command, which is like the one that Communications Command, which is the very first one that was holding like the lightning bolts and shit.
Uh-huh.
So that had everything to do with targeting. And my grandma used to fucking bang her head against the wall because she get headaches. And my grandpa was a ham operator and fucking had a ham license and the little Morse code thing and fucking, I mean,
Right.
neighborhood watch, little criminal looking guys on the stickers. Like, now that I know what all that shit was about, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, we're all targeted and we're sold out for sure. or
Well,
whatever.
when you're talking about how how they manipulate things to make it where the target looks like they're a perp. Well,
Yeah,
an aspect of that is how you got like what happened over there in drama what's her face's channel when I
yeah,
was sitting there in the chat and someone came on, you know, on the fucking on the live stream on the panel using my full name, you know, and flashing fucking whatever pics they were flashing. That's the kind of shit
oh,
like how someone was impersonating targeted Tony or fucking that kind of shit.
yeah.
Where
Hey,
they,
Burger Boy's fucking like famous and shit now.
huh?
Burger Boy's like fucking big time famous now.
Oh, is he? Is he
Yeah,
famous?
fucking look out for Charlie did a video, a whole fucking public service announcement video on him and shit.
Well,
It's pretty fucking good.
I can tell you about that. I was in a chat talking to him to Burger Boy a minute about Marty, and the thing about it is they're in this same group. They're in some kind of group together, along with Nerd Gorilla, and
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. They're going,
yep.
they pretend like they don't know shit about what targeting is and that they're trying to interview people, but they know what the fuck they're talking. They know what we're talking about. It isn't like they don't understand what's going on. Marty was saying, "Oh, talk to me like pretend like I don't know anything about what V2K is." And I said, "Bullshit, Marty. I've seen you in plenty of chats. You know exactly what the fuck V2K is. You're being a perp. Just fuck off."
I was just in Virginia earlier, like earlier today or yesterday or last night or something. I was telling her they're fucking masturbators. 'Cause
They're
that's what
what?
they do. Masters at fucking baiting. You know,
Oh,
that's all they do. They come in and then they play stupid or they play dumb and they like
yeah.
act.
That's just it. They ask leading questions,
You
and
know,
that's
they
what they
already
do.
to it. They're just
It's
fucking with a.
perpy shit. And he was acting like, oh well, I don't have any idea about him being a perp, and I was like, come on, Porker boy, I'm like, get fucking serious here with that.
Yeah, so I doppelgang fucking Burger Boy's ass pretty fucking good and shit.
I was just like, no, come on, man. He said, oh well, I'll take your advice on under consideration, and I'll check that out. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? To like put on the what do you call it? What I
The
need
dunce
to do.
hat. They put on the dunce hat
Yeah,
and pretend like they don't know what the hell you're talking about when they actually know they know a lot more than they're willing to admit.
all right.
And John Heyman just says right here, Burger Boy showed me your channel, Scott.
Yeah,
So
sometimes.
why don't you come in here and talk about that, John? Why don't you join the conversation?
Yeah,
You can actually talk this time. I mean, the last time you came in, I had Donovan on here listening to his story, and you really didn't get a chance to talk. If you want to talk, it's up to you. If you want to chat, more the merrier. Um, but Nerve Gorilla was giving me shit because I was calling out the perps, right? I was calling out Ian Sendra and Rhonda Bujanowski, my neighbors, and the other gang stalkers. They're sitting there lying and shit about me, waking me up in the morning on B2K, and I was like, oh fuck you, come on motherfucker, bring it.
yeah, I hate
Saying
it when people
saying
play stupid, man.
saying I spend time on whatever media outlet that they're fucking using, right? That I'm on there all the time. Yeah, the reason they have me on there all the time is because they're the ones fucking spying on me and perpetrating this shit and you know using me on their shit. So I've never personally logged into any of their shit, whatever it is. And they're sitting there doing B2K right now. He just laughed at me saying that shit. I don't know if you can hear it mumbling. Here,
No,
let me stick my microphone out the window. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do faintly.
Do you hear? Yeah, that's him doing this shit. Fucking talking shit about me on there.
Yeah, so my phone.
Whatever wherever these fuckers do this at, right?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know where they do it. If they do it on somebody's private YouTube or whatever, Zoom, whatever. But that's what they do.
Yeah, I know.
And they insinuate that I spend time on there with them, but I don't, and I never have.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it all the time. Like, fuck, dude, all the time. Especially when there's like a fan on or a fountain or in the shower or whatever. And it's all different kinds of shit too. Like, all the,
Okay. Really. Just looking at the chat here.
what's up, homie? So big smoke. This is fucking smoke. Some fucking big smoke.
Big
Yeah, I was
smoke.
gonna neighbor fucking neighbor man and shit. I hung out with him like for a little bit yesterday. Like he was broke down. Like I recognized him or remembered him from hanging out. Fucking, he used to go over and hang out in his dad's house sometimes, like pop in and out. And he's just a little fucking skinny old little black guy. That's a white guy. He's all, I'm the white black guy. I was like, right on. And he's all fucking showing me all his like different weeds and stuff that he grew that got like in the jars, and he like just like loves to like look at them and like trip out on them and stuff like that. And but he doesn't have a pipe, so he doesn't. He's not even smoking it because he didn't have a pipe. And I'm like, oh my god, I gotta bring this guy a pipe and shit. So I made him one last night, and I was gonna bring it over to him. I still haven't made it over there yet.
Right on. What'd you make it out of?
My dad used to make them out of I think it's like walnut or something like that, or monkey
Oh, okay,
wood.
so it's a wood pipe. It's not something like
Yeah,
brass or some shit. Yeah, which is not good for you.
yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just for like just temporary and stuff. And it's got like a little bamboo, but I also put a little brass bullet in it so he can take and like just like put like a little bit of keef in there or something, and then just like it's kind of cool. It's like windproof, kind of almost if you just put the bullet down in and the primer, punch the primer out of it, so it's like just a little tiny air hole, and it's cool, like windproof kind
Okay,
of thing.
Big Smoke. That shit's uncalled for. That's some uncalled for shit.
Yeah,
Even
everybody.
even though you are, that's still uncalled for. I mean, um, I'm just like, really, motherfucker. I mean, come on. Um,
Actually, dude, you know who really stinks is like fucking the Mexicans after they fucking drink Bud Light all night, shit, and then they
come
go to
on,
the
man. Let's don't go down. Let's not go down this road.
they go. Oh man, that food is good though. But yeah, I could imagine it's the Bud Light. I think it's something in that beer that makes it like
I,
that's why I
I,
could never.
I mean, I'm not even a little bit racist. I mean, I'm not even a little bit.
Have you heard the Black People song on YouTube?
That's
It's like a
utter.
cartoon.
What happened?
It's like a cartoon, like but it's called the Black People song. And then after the
No,
Black People,
haven't seen
the
it.
white people, and then after the White People song, I think it's the I don't know if it goes to the Chinese people song or the Mexican people song.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's fucking funny as shit. It's like it's funny as fuck. And like
and it's racist as fuck, right? Yeah.
what's her name? Virginia was like, she never watched the video. She watched the reaction videos, right, Virginia? You only watch the reaction videos, huh? And she's like, she didn't even like fucking see it. Cox and ketchup attack. What? What did ketchup have to do? What is that even? What? Cold rap star? Yeah, you're pretty cold. Like,
Now
not
you see these guys in here saying all this racist shit, right?
do you
That
smoke? What?
that makes sense to me because This little prick next door was impersonating me the other day, threatening somebody and saying the N-word. Like he was just like dropping the N-word every other word.
Damn. Shit. Well, what the hell you?
Yeah, and he's talking about going to Long Beach he's going to come down there and kill him. And I'm like, yeah, man, sure. And he's screaming this shit, right? Like, not like you can hear right there. He was fucking screaming it. There was no way to not hear him screaming it.
Long Beach. I remember I took a trip over to fucking Long Beach one day, fucking over the bridge, and went to some fucking place over there to meet this girl that was
Like
hanging out at
Pedro,
Rock
if you're
thing.
talking about the bridge in Long Beach, that's a San Pedro, or that's a San Vicente Bridge.
Yeah, the one that goes from Sunset or
San Pedro
over to what's that called?
over Terminal Island.
No, I'm talking about the one that's Pacific Coast Highway that goes from.
Yeah, that's San Vicente. It goes right next door to Terminal Island.
Right where the fucking naval.
Where the ship's at. Yeah, that's San Vicente.
Yeah.
San Vicente Bridge.
We took Dubenheimer's fucking boat out one day and shit, and Johnny was fucking driving it. He never, drove a boat before, and he didn't know anything about buoys and shit like that. And he fucking got on the other side of the line, and in 2 seconds, the fucking boat pulls up.
Coast Guard was right there. Yeah, Coast Guard.
He's all, out of here. He's all, no. He put his hands up. I was just laughing because he grew up around military, being on base a lot with my grandpa and all different kinds of bases and shit like that. And then he doesn't know. He didn't even know, and he's all fucking big old tough guy. Got scared really quick. It was fun. But yeah, it's a trip, dude. Cause like you're cruising along out there, and you just see like all the little bubbles and shit, the submarine, or like people doing like seals under there, fucking under your boat and shit, fucking around all the time.
Right.
Oh, compressor on out there again. I forgot all about that. The neighbors get to fucking hear. Good. Glad we need it. It's 10:30 at night. They can hear my air compressor. Tanya Bauer.
Hi,
Virginia. Tanya. Her name.
Yeah, that's you. You said what's her name, and I was like, you really, dude? That's
her
name.
It is her name. It's Virginia.
Yeah, I think you kind of struck a chord right there.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean. That's not what I meant. It's just like I was like talking to myself out loud in my head or something. It's like I know the name. It's just like I'm dyslexic or whatever you call that. When you forget a lot. I can think it.
I know. I reciprocate that remark, Virginia. And I know this guy sitting next to me in here thinks the same thing.
My grandpa or my grandma used to always do this, like the same shit too. Like my mom does it now. Like I do it sometimes to certain things. Always call me every other last person in the book of the family, and then finally like get to me.
Gets to you. Finally gets to you.
She'd always call me, because it was always Michael was the oldest one, so she'd always call me Michael, and then Scotty's like my second cousin or my other cousin, the younger one. So, and then for some reason she'd always say Jamie because Jamie's my female cousin, not like a male Jamie, but a female Jamie. And it's like, dude, grandma, come on! I'm like the only one that ever fucking come and visit you and shit. Still,
well, I'm like your brother from another mother.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, they all came from the same mother, like when it comes to you.
Okay, you're chopping up.
Oh, I am. I'm chopping up. Oh, I'm fucking not using the right knife, I guess. I got a liquid too. No, I'm down in.
You need it again too.
Back out here in the sticks, fucking down deep in the dungeon hole.
Oh, kill angels. Fine. Get it, angels.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're not fine. You're fine. Okay, fine. You're not that fine. You're better than fine. You're good. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you touched her nerve when you said that. What's her name? Shit.
I'm gonna touch more than her nerves. Touch
Uh
something
oh.
else.
Uh oh.
You were touched.
Touched by an angel's.
Just where did the angel touch you?
I hate to do it, but you're gonna hear chatter chirping
What?
because I gotta turn the fan on because it's not cool in here by any means.
Yo, yeah, turn it on, man. Fucking don't
Crickets.
turn it on. Maybe turn it on. No, it's like
Oh, see that? See angels? See what she's saying? You
with this stuff. It's like, and they
need to
can make
wake.
whole like
You need to wake
scenario
up.
in your head, and then like they can like even make the whole like thing happen, and then it, like go, and then like start another one up again, and then like two or three might go by, and sometimes you might not even know it. You never know what it is. Of course, the chirping not probably not going to go away because I have a big cricket somewhere here, in the house, and it's like it's chirping over here. It's like just the same. It's almost the same. Hear it? Well, I hear yours.
I got a cold soda here if you want to drink. Oops.
And it's like tripping out now.
Oh shit. Get up there.
Yeah, yeah.
My dog jumping up on me. But yeah,
It's 10:30. Dude, it was just like 10:30 like yesterday, like the day before, like a couple minutes ago.
what happened?
It was just like 10:30, like yesterday, like a couple minutes ago, like just the day before that, a couple minutes before that.
Where's your summer place?
Summertime. Summer place. Oh yeah, you're going to your summer place? All right. I'm going to your summer place too. So where were you at if you're not at your summer place? Blah blah. Okay. Okay, Kesha.
uh,
Padlock.
love you.
And I like the bass part of that song. Got a good bass part. Like, just like
You know, I told her I'm gonna do a live, and now she's pissed off because I'm doing a live.
yeah.
But whatever.
I don't
Whatever.
get it.
I don't get it either. She went to go lay down, and now she's pissed off because I'm doing a live. Because I went and told her, I said, "Well, you're gonna lay down. I'm gonna do a live," and she said, "Oh, whatever."
Yeah.
Okay, love you
No
too,
matter
honey.
you can never win.
I love you too, honey.
Doesn't matter. You just, I love you, honey. All of you that need love. There's all the love, and then there's some more, and then there's a little bit extra for just in case.
But it looks like looks like the perp brigade disappeared on us.
Yeah,
No, the perp brigade. That little group of people that came in here, whatever.
I think some,
That were spouting the racist crap and whatnot.
I
Now
think Cyrus is
whoever Nick Gore is and whatnot. Um, but I really think that's what the what my personal gang stalkers are trying to ploy and play on is that racist shit that he was pulling yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I think that's
They always do that shit, man. It's like they're good. It doesn't really matter.
Cyrax. I don't know who that is, John.
Oh, you don't know who Cyrax is? He's like
No. Oh yeah,
really
yeah. Okay.
like,
Is he the
weird,
one
and
that had the rifle or whatever and was?
I don't know. He's the guy that like does all these weird videos, and then like
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. He's got bald. He's bald on top and got long stringy hair.
he looks like the Crypt Keeper or the guy from like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know that.
He was the one or two video. I think I've seen about him. He was really pissed off and he had his rifle out and the cops came or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Stick it. He
yeah.
said that he got.
I think is that the guy? Is that the guy, John Heyman? Is that the guy?
Yeah, he's a yeah. He's
When he's 4 foot tall, you say?
don't want no short man.
I think I remember him doing like some kind of freestyle rap shit. Wasn't really rap, but he was
Yeah.
yeah, trying to or whatever.
Yeah, he mutilated a Danzig song too. It was just like, oh,
Virginia, 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 Virginia.
Virginia, 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 Virginia.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute. You're what phone are you using?
that's my phone. I'm using that one, the thermal phone, the Cat S61. Like,
So your old phone to look at your new phone?
yeah, it doesn't have a screen protector on it though, because I dropped it about a billion times, and the last time I dropped it, it like cracked the indestructible screen fucking really good, and I thought it actually shattered the whole thing, and it turns out it was just the protector. It was like fucking no way. And just peeled right off, so it's got a fresh screen underneath. It doesn't
Oh,
like touch the.
it cracked the plastic thing that was on top.
Yeah, it had a special like
Yeah.
extra special. You can run over it with like a Caterpillar tractor and shit, but of course it was probably not like in the boulder terrain. It was probably more like in the mud and like sand terrain kind of situation and shit. But and it said that like these phones don't work with Verizon, but apparently it does. I can't get any like text messages, which sucks because like all the things that like if you got to reset like a password or whatever, you got to text
Oh
it or
yeah.
something.
If you're trying to log into something to use two-step authentication, you can't do that with it.
Yeah, like that kind of crap. Exactly. Try to get fucking Chime or whatever.
Yeah,
Get
you
in your.
can't get any codes or anything on it.
This one got caught in a boot loop and shit from taking too many screenshots of all kinds of shit and full of pictures up the ass or whatever. Pictures of like everything, but like I take a lot of pictures sometimes just to get like one or two good pictures to come out. Like when you're trying to take pictures of the moon and stuff through a telescope or like a spotting stick or binoculars or something. It's like fucking really hard to do. Takes forever.
I hear you about that, Virginia. I drop gang stalker perps names. I don't have a problem fucking not allowing those fuckers to remain anonymous.
Monogamous. Oh, anonymous. 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 Uh,
Because
yeah.
that's part of their game. They anonymously keep fucking people over with 50 fucking sock accounts.
Fucking reason.
And that isn't cool, and it isn't right. I don't.
If loving you's wrong, I don't want to be right.
If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Yeah.
How's it? Wow.
No, the other day when you had your live going and you were just playing some music. You
Yeah,
were playing like some, I don't know, hillbilly fucking rock song. I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit for country, but I kind of like this.
yeah, it was probably like Hank 3.
No, it was somebody else.
Was it the song Cocaine Blues? Like, where it's about, doing a shot of cocaine and taking a shot of whiskey and shooting a woman down and getting caught and shit and having to go to the jail. It's
What
an
what
old,
what do you mean, Virginia? What do you mean?
um,
The the sock account shit? That what you mean? Because
making
I'm pretty certain he's not in here.
Virginia. She's really easy to fuck with if you want to fuck with her.
Huh?
Virginia's really easy to fuck with if you like want to fuck with her, like really easily. She'll like fuck with you, like it's okay for her to fuck with you, but like you can't fuck with her back.
Well,
Yeah, she's one of those ones that always got to make you feel guilty and stuff. Like you gonna have to hang up and not like, be on the phone for eternity. Like, I don't want to hang up.
what you trying to do here, dude?
It's like you hang up. I don't want to hang up. You hang up.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. He has millions of sock accounts.
I don't want to hang up.
Yeah, I don't have a single sock account.
Um,
I do have another YouTube that I haven't used in like fucking 14 or 15 years, right?
yeah.
And when I created it, I used my gamer name that was Dark Helmet at the time,
Um,
and but this is the only name I use.
yeah. I had
I mean,
fucking an emergency.
sometimes on like the phone games, I'll use BlueStacks to play video games on my computer here,
Oh yeah.
and it gives you like when you log into the game, it'll give you like a random name like whatever,
Terry Ball liquor.
whatever. It'll give you some random name, and I sometimes I don't change it. But like the one name I have that it uses is Opal Yeoman with like
Oh yeah.
50,000 or whatever. And but that's like I don't change that because that's the one that's linked like to my Google achievements and all that shit. You know, the achievements you get. I just haven't
Yeah.
changed. I'm not going to change it or anything.
One that they gave you like special fucking
Uh huh. Yeah.
mid level and shit stuff too.
Oh, shit. She's not listening to you, motherfucker. Now.
Yeah. She can, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's not listening to you now.
She doesn't have to.
Hey, this is real life, Virginia. I mean, this isn't CGI or Memorex.
Go ahead and don't listen. It'll just not be good. The real time, find out. Oh, yeah. Oh. That. Okay, wait, no, that's crickets. Weird, 'cause I got like two different crickets going on and shit, man. Like,
So do you have any sock accounts, Angels?
nope, I don't. I just had
Yeah,
one
that's just it.
emergency.
That's
I
just
had
it.
and it was only because I got locked out because I was having phone problems and I couldn't get back onto the stream back when
So
like
you,
after.
so you had to start another account. Yeah, I get you.
And then that one fucking got swiped, like, or not swiped, but copycatted, like immediately right away. As soon as fucking started fucking cruising along, I started to go.
Well, see that's just it. I'm using my real name because if somebody's going to copycat it, they're going to have a hard time camming up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're gonna have a hard time, getting on cam and having this right here, this ugly mug right there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go back to looking at that instead of looking at the chat. Maybe
You
I can do
know,
like this
uh,
in
I watch old kung fu movies, and I'll watch them over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's John Heyman says you're watching any old movies over again.
That's
But
what
I watch the old, like, 70s and early 80s kung fu movies.
when I was a kid, I loved it and shit when they talk and stuff. All dubbed over and
But yeah, um, well, plus I'll watch, like, I've been watching some of their old British movies,
oh yeah.
like 70s comedies. I'm re-
Yeah.
I really like old British comedy movies, comedy shit, TV shows.
Different. That's
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
just it. It's not. It's like it's old, but it's kind of new to you. You know what I mean? Even though it's 50 years old.
And it's kind of like different, being it's not
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, I will tell you about British television. They're not prudes about their shit. They're not a bunch of fucking prudes like American TV is, man. They
Yeah.
say fuck and shit, and they don't just make innuendos about shit. They'll they say what the fuck they mean about your cock and you being a fucking a piece of shit. They don't fuck around there. They they use actual words.
No.
Unbach, that was good shit. Uh,
Yeah, I like fucking. I used to always stay up
Unbach
late and watch.
Unbach was a good movie. Um, uh,
What's that music with it? That end credits is the best. Ever.
Time Cop. That was John Claude Van Damme. I think that's the one you're talking about, isn't it, John? John Claude Van Damme, whichever you want to fucking say. But I've seen I've been watching a lot of these like narrations about let's say like Bruce Lee, right? And
Mm-hmm.
people talking about Bruce Lee and how he was like friends with James Coburn and talking about the true life shit to deal with like Steven Seagal and those guys, right? But like Michael Jai White, and talking um about them, but Steven, I was watching something that had Steven Seagal on it talking about Van Damme and saying he's not really a fighter. Well, that's utter bullshit because he was he was on the Belgian uh, martial arts team when they won, twice, and he was like undefeated and shit. So tell me he's not a fighter, you're full of shit. So I mean, the granted that's not like ring fighting or whatever. It's points based, but still, that's martial arts, and they were saying, "Oh, he's not a champion. He was never a champion." I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit.
Right.
They won 2 times. He was part of the team, and that's a championship. And it's just like some of the things they say. I was watching another one about how Bruce Lee, when he studied under Ip Man,
Mm-hmm.
if you know who Ip Man is,
Mm-hmm.
and it was talking about why Ip Man stopped training him, and it was they were talking to like Quentin Tarantino or somebody, or no, Jai White about Quentin Tarantino's movie, the one where he had uh, Brad Richards or somebody it was supposed to be about him, and basically beat the shit out of the guy supposed to be Bruce Lee, almost killed him. And it was like, come on, really.
What movie was that?
I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's I'll look it up again and I'll let you know at a later time, but I can't remember. But it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, basically a farce. But
yeah,
but
Quentin Tarantino.
But Jai White, he was talking to Jai White about Quentin Tarantino and how that some people say that he's really a racist, right? Because in some of his movies they use the N-word quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And Jai White saying, he's not even a racist. That's movie shit. That's movies.
Yeah.
That's just the movies.
Yeah, they gotta put out the
that's the one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's it.
Oh, the name of the movie. Yeah.
But yeah, this guy was supposed to, beat the crap out of Bruce Lee, and it was just basically, Quentin Tarantino making a dig about, the legend of Bruce Lee, and it didn't really go over well, kind of, and I mean, because to a lot of people in the world, he's, still one of the greatest fighters that ever lived.
Yeah. A lot greater of a fighter than Tarantino is a fucking person.
Ooh, hear that, Quentin? Oh.
But I mean, Death Proof was okay. I mean,
well,
I think
he's made some good movies. I really liked Death Proof, and I liked Pulp Fiction.
I mean, I bought it, and I didn't watch it. I bought Pulp Fiction. It was still in the wrapper, but I think the bitch stole it. Fucking, so I still haven't gotten to watch it. But I did buy the album.
Why are you leaving?
Like twice. Oh,
Is that right?
One of the things that she does, just I don't know. She'll still be here.
I don't really believe that's Joe Duffy, but whatever.
Who?
Real Target.
Who's Joe Duffy?
He's saying you're a fake and fuck Bruce Lee.
Oh.
And y'all fake.
Y'all fake. Mm-hmm. You're right. I'm a fake as fuck. I'm a fake as fucker. I'm a fake as fucker.
But I don't really believe that's that's Joe Duffy right there. That's just some horse shit. That's some fucking perp scum trying to make Joe Duffy look bad, because they've been trying to do that. Because he never talks shit like that to me when I go look at his live channel when he's doing a live. So
who is?
If that is really you, come up and come on. I don't believe you're really Joe Duffy. You can come on and prove it.
Yeah, prove it, motherfucker. Yeah.
Back that shit up. Back that shit up.
Yeah, back it up. Don't back up. Travelocity trolls.
But anyway,
Gnomes.
this is the kind of shit we were just talking about, like they were doing with Targeted Tony, whoever the fuck that was, faking as though they were Targeted Tony, right?
Yeah.
That's the shit these fucking pissant, gang stalker, perp, fuckheads do.
Gang stalker.
But here, come up here and
boy, come up here and
speak your piece, fake Joe Duffy.
Get on up here, Duffy. Come on. See, you spit your shit out.
That isn't really Joe Duffy. He wouldn't talk to me like that. He wouldn't be talking shit like that.
Yeah, don't be talking. I'm gonna have to you up.
You're the
Well,
fake motherfucker.
Well,
Yeah, I appreciate you coming here and doing that, because I'll be talking to the real Joe Duffy about it. I'll be talking to the real Joe Duffy about this, about you fucking impersonating him like this, because you're a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna talk like the I'm gonna talk like the FBI. I'm gonna talk like
What? What are you doing, Angels? What the fuck are you? What are you doing now?
like that. I'm trying to figure out what the fucking. I can't remember what the name of the character was, but it's like this one Saturday Night Live skit that. What's the name? Kristen Wiig used to do. She would always like do one fucking skit, like when she was like kind of like Valley Girl talking like, and she'd always like be chewing gum and twirling her hair, and always have to.
When Nicole Sullivan.
Maybe.
You know what? That one.
It was kind of like the one thing that Nicole Sullivan did, but it was on Saturday Night Live though. It was Kristen Wiig. She was like always like trying to like one up people. Like if people said that they had something, you know, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I have like 2 of those."
Mine's
and
better. I have like 12 of those.
Yeah, that kind of fucking shit. Like it was some stupid character, and I don't know why it's like been ringing in my head like the last week, but for some reason it's
funny.
sitting in there. Like dry comedy.
But yeah, you don't you see my point here.
Why that shit in my head?
The fake Joe Duffy isn't going to come up here and back his fucking shit up.
Oh yeah, let's check it out. I met Joe Diffie.
But this is not Joe Duffy. I'm telling you that right now. He wouldn't be saying fuck Bruce Lee for one thing.
I even have Joe Diffie's fucking autograph, dude.
I know that for a fact that Joe Duffy wouldn't be saying fuck Bruce Lee.
And I've had this Joe Diffie song stuck in my head for like the last week too. It's like one of the ones that like wasn't like on the radio, like the big hits, like off of Third Rock from the Sun.
Well, some of them do, John, but a lot of them don't because they're fucking cowards. But some of them do.
Yeah,
but
they just don't. They're rats. But then they don't really give a about themselves either. You know, if they're doing that kind of.
No, not really.
They're just big scumbag pieces of. And that's pretty much all there is to that.
You don't have to do the beep noise to cover up the shit talk.
Really?
Man. I don't have a problem with you talking shit, bro.
Yeah, mother crazy ass mouth on me. I mean,
and welcome back, Tanya Bauer.
Oh, I bowed to the dog. Thank you again. Good evening. How is dinner? How is the family down under? Well, I hope you're not down under, but I hope up above, like water down there down under.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's playing with the dog toy. That's what John's saying. You're playing with the dog toy, the squeak toy.
One of those stupid dog toys. Yeah,
I got one of those. I could do the same thing, but I don't.
Store or something, and I'll just cut it out and whatever the thing is, it doesn't matter. Just cut the little squeaker part out.
But the one I have every time I do it, like to the dog, he fucking like jumps and like because it thinks it's gonna get him.
Yeah, I was telling Virginia like geese and attacking and shit, right? So I was telling her how to like deal with them, like get a flashing strobe light and then get like this. You gotta get one of those.
Remember her name now, right?
Oh yeah, I always remember. Playing like that's all I'm hearing and shit all day long, and ringing in my head all day long, like it's like a B2K and shit, just constantly ringing into my head. Virginia, 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 Virginia.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
But no bullshit. She'll sit there and listen to me fucking talk, going on and on and on and on for like 10 minutes straight, just saying nothing but motherfucking fuck, man, fucking fuck, motherfucking
motherfucker.
fuck, motherfucker.
Virginia, 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 Virginia.
Like, way longer than just 10 minutes. I mean, shit, man, fuck, motherfucking shit, man. You know what I mean? Fuck, motherfucking
Right.
fuck. Especially when they get you like all really like fucking just beyond agitated and like sick up and fed.
Yeah. That's,
Let's keep
but
some
like
shit.
I did in the description. I don't know if you looked at the description I have down here where it says, not really any topic, but if you have a beef and or a reason you would like to talk about targeting with me or just have something to talk about, please feel free. For the most part, if you are a gang stalker perp willing to actually talk and not post some racist crap or vulgar pics, come on as well. But see, that's just it. They aren't going to come on without posting some racist fucking stupid shit or some, some fucking dumb dick pics or some shit, or scream the N word like Muddy though, who'd come in here. He'd get on here and the second I'd put him on the panel, he's fucking screaming the N word, and I'm like, oh, that's not happening, dude. That shit ain't happening.
No way. Really? He just starts screaming no. No.
I'm not for sure what the temperature is right now. Maybe
I can tell
maybe 30 degrees.
Give me a second.
29 or 30, something like that. 28. It feels like it's almost 85 in here or whatever.
It's 94 degrees outside right now where I'm at.
It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's like 30 degrees.
Doing their bait or their trapping call and shit. They try to get
10:52 at night. It's fucking still like sweltering hot.
Yep. Sometimes it never even cools down, especially down below lower desert like in Palm Springs and shit. It can get fucking gnarly. Oh, that's not out.
I remember driving through Needles. It was fucking 120 degrees at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate needles, man. Needles. Yeah. There's a shit ton of coyotes out right now.
There's what?
A shit ton of coyotes out right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got a
You got your dog inside, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him out there like last week, about a week ago, and shit, like right outside my window and stuff. It was just here, like really, like it was like right there. Something. Uh-oh. The cat.
It must be 11 o'clock almost. It's time for the cat to be screaming everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, lightning.
Do you have a cat?
No, I did have a cat, even though I'm allergic to him. I had a really cool Maine Coon.
Oh, you're allergic to cats?
Yeah, I got asthma and really fucking bad asthma and allergies. So. But
Yeah, that'll do it. You can get one of those ugly ass hairless cats.
Yeah, those are creepy. Doctor, no, I got the worst cat of all. I got the hairiest fucking cat you can get. Looked like a little bobcat and shit.
Well, Maine Coons are big too.
Yeah, he was getting big and shit. He did that little squirrel fucking like that wild hair up his ass, and he go fucking screaming through the house and just fucking like a dog after you give him a bath, like gotta do that running, slamming into the fucking wall. couch against the wall and the window and take it back off again and doing horse race with the Kentucky Derby and shit or whatever.
Actually, I'll check exactly what the temperature is right now.
It's not temperature. The internet.
It says 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius.
Celsius.
So I was a little wrong. I said like 28 or 30, so it's a little hotter than I said it was. Little cooler than I was thinking.
Yeah, but it can't be as cool as me.
But that's outside. Inside here, I don't have a thermometer, but I know it's like 10 degrees warmer inside here.
10 degrees warmer inside. You need to open up the windows and shit then.
I have everything open. It's just that
Yeah, I know.
in the RV here, there's like the walls are only like 2 inches thick, right?
I know. I lived in
There's
a.
not really any insulation, so it can get hot as fuck in here. When it's 100 outside, it's 110 in here.
It does. It gets hot as fuck and like really quick too. So it's like.
Well, yeah, it's winter time down there for you. What is it there? Fucking 12 degrees Celsius right now. 10.
That sucked. I was in sardine tin for fucking.
How cold is it down there right now, Tanya? I know you're like in the middle of winter there. Yeah, cold. So like
Making that fudge too and shit, like that chocolate fudge.
almost like below freezing there, isn't it?
Right now.
Yeah, cat.
That's funny, dude.
Cat. Right now. Right now. That's him, yeah, that's him saying, "Fuck me now, bitch." Right?
You hear the kitty? He's like, what's going on? Did somebody call for me?
You ever watch Red Dwarf, the British comedy program Red Dwarf?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Well, one of the characters on there is supposed to be like an evolved a cat evolved from a cat.
Oh.
And he walks around with like a perfume bottle, right? Squirting shit, going, "That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. And that's mine. Oh, it's all mine. It's all mine." You like it? It's funny as shit.
Right on, yeah. I was talking to earlier today about goddamn fucking mouth. Jeez, your breath. He's like, nobody rubbed my belly today. It's all fucking crazy and shit.
Like you're talking about there, right, John? How if we were closer or farther, if we were under, I think it's 72 million miles away from the sun, we would fry. If we were over 120 million miles away from the sun, we would freeze. They call that shit the Goldilocks zone, which allows us to have liquid water and livable temperatures for human beings.
Yeah, the port
So
too hot.
like Mercury's so close to the sun, it's probably fucking 500 degrees in the shade and shit. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's pretty damn hot on Mercury, which is the closest planet to the sun. But Venus is fucking ridiculously, the atmosphere there is really hot.
Yeah. Goddess fucking.
But if we were, let's say, in the orbit where Mars is at right now, even with our atmosphere, we would have 200 to 300 degree below zero weather all the time and shit.
Damn dog, dude.
That's scientific terms when I say and shit. You know, it'd be cold. It'd be cold and shit. That's a scientific term for.
Well, it's not official unless you say in shit.
Yeah, you gotta say and shit. You gotta add that. That's a technical term.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just not valid in
It
shit.
doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything in shit.
Yeah, exactly. In shit.
So if you don't add the and shit after your sentence, you might as well not have said something in shit.
Right, because then then it ain't shit and shit.
Yeah, and shit.
You know, that's the shit right there and shit.
And shit.
Yeah, and too.
Yeah, and shit.
Yeah.
And shit. And shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, he knows. He knows that's that verifies your statement and shit.
Right, because if you don't know that shit and shit, then you don't know shit and shit and shit.
And shit.
Shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, and shit. If like you watch TED Talks and shit. If
Uh,
they would actually, after all these long fucking spiels about stuff and said and shit, it would
right.
actually carry a lot more weight.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's why I don't even watch that shit and shit. You know?
Everybody wants to hear that and shit,
Yeah, that shit's just a bunch of shit and shit and shit.
unless you say and shit.
Yeah, well, you know, if it's even the shit to begin with and shit. Yeah, I could do that for probably like I don't know. I could probably do it for like days on end, actually, not just hours.
And shit.
As long as, like, I don't have to eat or get up and go to the bathroom or like or get up and announce that I got to get up and go to the bathroom and then get up and go to the bathroom.
Right.
So, like a major theme throughout history is like stopping everybody and making everybody aware of the big event that's about to happen. Everybody, stop! I'd like to make a toast. Oh wait, no, I mean go to the bathroom. What's going on? It's
See,
funny that no,
we ain't got no topic. We ain't talking about nothing and shit. But we've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes and shit.
Yep, that's the script. The script is no topic.
Yeah, that's the script. Not to have a fucking script.
Yeah,
Not to have anything to talk about.
it's kind of well, it's the unscripted script because we don't have any scribes or Pharisees to whatever do that scripting and shit.
No scholarly aristocrats in the background typing shit up.
And Puppet Man.
We don't have 50 monkeys, on typewriters making up fucking Shakespeare.
Smoking cigarettes, and coffee all night, fucking in the cubicles. I'll fucking laughing and shit. And fucking jump up and down and shit, laugh together. Like it's a good one. Yeah, we'll put that one in the show for sure.
Put that in there. Add that and shit.
It's a wrap. Even the cat said so. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Like
I told you it's that time. It's 11 o'clock. He's got to do his shit.
Like I'd watch that monkey spin. Oh, it's time for me to do my shit. I'm gonna start fucking raising shit if I don't get to do my shit and shit.
That's just it. That's 11 o'clock.
It's cat box time. Or maybe
shit.
And shit, yeah. Yeah, cat boxes are the worst part about having a cat, I think.
Yeah, I was watching I don't know, it's like a commercial and shit. But it's like a robot. It goes around in a circle, right?
Yep.
It goes around in a circle, and when the cat gets out, and it empties the shit and shit for you.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't have to do shit and shit.
Yeah, for when they shit
and shit.
That shit's the shit and shit. That'd be cool. That'd be a good name for like a story, like the shit and shit.
Yep, that's a name for it. and shit.
Man,
It's a robot and shit.
but if that shit's really the shit, then it's like the shiznit. So that's like
It's a shit robot. That's the technical term for it. It's a shit robot.
yeah, I know. Those fucking Roombas and shit, the tracking device to map out your home. Like, hey, why don't you just give us the floor plan to your home and it'll like make you think that you're vacuuming at the same time.
Well, it's good though because you don't have to lean over it and scoop and shit, and you know.
Yeah, exactly. And who likes that shit and shit?
Breathe in that fucking dust and whatever and shit.
Yeah, actually, that shit's it's ammonia and it's like poisonous ammonia. Like they're not.
Yeah, plus you know the cat feces.
Yep.
And the dust, whatever.
I don't want feces. I want less feces. I want Lisies. Lisies feces.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you know, you can let the cat out. You know, you can let him out for fucking 6 hours, but they won't do shit. They won't take a shit out there. They won't do anything until they come into their litter box.
Wow, that's tricky.
It's like, you know, you got the whole world out here that you can go shit in, and you just won't do it.
Because usually cats love to go over to the neighbor's house and like fucking take a big old shit and bury it like in the neighbor's fucking yard, you know? Like at least my neighbor's cat.
That's just like I was talking about with the cat. He said, and that's mine, and this is mine. He's over there spraying all over the shit.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
That's his territory now. I took a shit in your yard, now it's my yard.
What a dumbass. I'm glad you told me, otherwise I would have never gotten that.
Well, I know. I'm good about doing that.
That's mighty white of you.
To clarify things like that for people.
I don't know. I never even really got that. Am I supposed to take offense to that, or is it? I mean, what does that even mean? Like, that's mighty white.
You read what John Hammond says. That was a big cat litter box. Your sandbox was a cat shit house. Yeah, like when you go when you see like the little playgrounds with the sandbox in it. I can imagine in the middle of the night, it's got like cats around it partying, taking shits in it and pissing in it. Got the cat party around the sandbox at the playground.
Fucking some cats fucking passed out, beer bottles fucking in their hands, or some wine coolers and dogs are still playing pool at the fucking table, poker. I mean,
Yep, they're chilling out, you know, passing 40s around, pass the blunt around. Hey man, what do you think? I'm gonna bury my shit over here, dude. Yeah, bury some shit over there.
cats, it looks like it's all greasy and shit. There's been a bunch of fucking fights. And it's like doesn't have too much hair, and it's like, you know, looks like it got electrocuted and shit. And it's like doing a line of coke in between the dogs playing poker.
What I always thought was funny is like when your cat takes a shit, right? And it has that one turd that sticks to the hair in its ass, and it's got like a little tiny turd hanging off its ass.
I hate that, dude. Yeah, Bobbles, man, dude, they got that hairy ass, and it like, oh god. Sometimes you gotta get the cat. You didn't really have to have the time or want to like have to do it right then and there at that time, and unfortunately, you don't have a choice because.
Dingleberries. There's another thing about cats, right? You know, you feed them, right? You give them something that's like really good, and they eat a bunch of it, right? And immediately after they eat this, like my wife was giving the cat some yogurt the other day, likes yogurt.
Yeah.
She was giving it yogurt, and right after he's done with that, immediately goes to licking its ass. Can't have that good taste in his mouth. I have to taste this shit.
That special fucking sauce flavor and shit.
See, he just agreed. Did you hear him? He's agreeing. Oh, yeah.
God, that's gross, man.
Well, that's a cat. That's what they do.
Yeah, dogs do it too. It's funny, like when they get kicked or something.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. What time is it even?
He's loud as fuck, dude.
Oh, it's 11:11. Look at that. Oh, just changed.
It's 11:10. Oh, you say 11:11? My clock's a little off, I guess. Fuck it.
Yeah, I synced mine the other day because it was like just barely off a little bit. So I was like, oh, I think it's 10 minutes.
I got this one little shit right here. I can't get it to go to lay down. Yeah, fucking little flips up. See it? Little shit that flips up.
Okay.
It won't lay down. It won't stay there. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Price of everything is going up.
Yeah, then that's inflation.
And I mean, I don't want to say the name, but MTG talking about tampon shortages because they're putting them all in the men's bathroom, right? I was like, is that really news? I mean, I'm watching these fucking shit on YouTube, right? And they're talking about.
Now, men's
I'm like, really? Is that important to talk about them putting tampons in the men's bathroom? Really, is that important?
yeah. They're not going to give you the PSA on, going to the rest stop.
Right. It's like now in other news, tampons are being put in men's bathrooms.
So if you get caught,
what exactly are the men doing with tampons in the bathroom?
then just know that the code goes if you want fucking just a blowjob, it's 1 foot tap. If you want to get it in the fucking ass, then it's 2 foot taps.
Whoa.
Don't ever go to fucking rest stops, man. That's no matter what, avoid rest stops at all costs.
Well, that's like a given. I mean, that's serial killer central.
Yeah, no, it's not
Every movie ever made, when you stop at a rest stop, somebody's getting killed there. So
right. I know, rusty nails and shit. I was just playing too. Yeah, fuck, I love that movie. That was a good movie.
God damn, cat.
It was like fucking like Duel, only like new and badass to have a movie.
Duel with Dennis Weaver. That duel. Yeah.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Fucking truck.
That poor fucking Dodge.
Fucking ruthless.
Yeah, no shit, John. My cat's hyped out.
Motherfucker took a beating, dude. Went through hell. Yeah, that was a good movie, man. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yep.
So when Joyride came out, I was like, wow, this is perfect. It's like the same thing with like
And the thing about it is about that movie is the dude he didn't do anything. Dude just started chasing his ass. Just like, oh, that's a red Dodge. I hate red Dodges. I'm gonna run that motherfucker down.
He never did nothing to antagonize him and shit or egg him on.
That's Dennis Weaver. God damn it. I have to chase that motherfucker.
Yeah. Then the movie Joyride, they got on the fucking CB radio and shit. But still, they weren't like out. They were just trying to have fun and stuff. But I was just
they weren't joyriding.
Yeah, that Rusty Nails was pretty fucking good though, man. Pretty creepy and shit, And I don't. Did you even?
I don't know if you've ever seen this movie. It's a Australian or from New Zealand, and it's called Road Train. And it's about a truck that like runs on dead people.
Oh yeah, I think I have seen that.
That movie is fucking crazy, man.
part of it. Yeah, it's kind of like Death Race, like 3000 and shit.
It's weird as shit.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's got the things that scoop up all the bodies and shit, and like
Well, it would. It's like, yeah, the engine's full of blood and running on blood and guts and shit, and it was crazy.
stupid cornball. Like those are like the European or the Australian like Quentin Tarantino fucking
Yeah,
films.
it's kind of like a like a Quentin Tarantino type movie.
Grindhouse, Death
Just
Proof, fucking
just
shit.
bizarre, just bizarre shit. I think it's called Road Train.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Or not. I don't know that I've seen the whole thing, but I know I've seen enough to know what you're talking about.
It's a weird movie.
Yeah, I movie, like City of the Lost Children. That
I've
was a
seen
good movie.
that too, I think.
And who would have known that fucking big old French fucking ogre guy would have been, was gonna come out to be like the biggest like motorcycle fucking television or motorcycle club television fucking star and stuff like from that
Right.
Sun's End and shit. The big fucking beast, man. He's fucking Hellboy. He's fucking that guy's a
Yeah,
monster.
you talking? Yeah. Ron Perlman.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah, that's who played Hellboy.
Yeah, cause see, back when he was in City of the Lost Children, that was actually like a French movie that was dubbed into English. So he's speaking French in that movie, and you have to read all the subtitles and stuff. Kind of like Dark City, but like not all.
There's another movie he was in that was kind of like a Quentin Tarantino movie, but it was about like a kung fu movie. And
Yeah,
Ron Perlman was the villain at the end, like the gang, the gang leader. Can't remember
yeah.
the name of the movie. Can't remember the name of the movie.
Wonder if I've seen it.
But he used an axe and shit.
Sounds familiar, yeah, because I used to like, you know,
Uh,
found somebody I liked, I would always.
and it was really dark. It was dark. The guy had like a fedora hat, played the star, and he had a long coat all the time, and it was just really kind of over the top cheesy, kind of like fucking Quentin Tarantino movies.
Right?
Can't think of the fucking name of it. Like uh, something City. I don't know. Fucking
City?
huh?
You mean Dark City?
Dark City. That's it.
Yeah, dude, I love that movie. That movie's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, that was Ron Perlman at the end, the last fight.
Was it?
The dude with the axe.
Oh yeah, I guess it was, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Shit. I have that movie. I mean, I watched it a bunch. Dude, I watched it a bunch of
And
times.
it is really cheesy, huh? It's really fucking cheesy, but it's cool as shit.
Actually, yeah, it's really, yeah, I
Not
watched
really
it.
fucking cheesy, but
It went from being cheesy to being like actually not cheesy, dude, because
really
it's,
dark. Really, it goes from, it has parts in it where it's just like really like, oh, come on, that's a groaner fucking comedy, groaner comedy, and then all of a sudden it's fucking really dark and ominous, and then back to being cheesy again, and then back to being dark.
it being like all black and white except for the blood.
Yeah, except for the blood, kind of like Sin City was.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what I'm thinking of. Sin City. That's the movie I'm
But
thinking
yeah,
of.
this the movie I'm talking about. I think that is the name of it, Dark City.
Yeah. No, Dark City is the one with Dark City is the one with um, Jennifer Connelly and what's his name? The 24 guy. Kiefer Sutherland is Dark City.
Oh, that isn't this one then. I just can't.
Yeah, I know. See the shit. It gets
But
you all.
this guy's like I don't know, like a private investigator or a cop or something or whatever. And it's just really, it's Sin City like.
Yeah, because there was another movie that was after Sin City that was like related to it and shit too. Or maybe there was two of them. I can't remember. But yeah, I had Sin City, and then also had that guy fucking what's your name? What you call it in there? You know, that looks just like fucking. Actually, he's like looks like a clone of the one guy from Friends. You know, the fucking skinny nerdy Jew boy.
Whoa.
What's his name? You know, like the nerdy one that was always like just kind of like
Swimmer.
Schwimmer. Yeah, because you got the same, almost the same fucking last name as him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad ran into him down in Palm Springs and shit while he was at work and stuff, and he said that he was a fucking asshole.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what my dad said. I think it was my dad that said that. He was a real jerk. Sinatra's the fucking cool guy, man. He's the one who was always like fucking passed out, like in the morning with fucking the bottle of Dom, empty bottle of Dom Perignon, fucking laying face
Well,
first
come
on.
on. Sinatra was part of the Rat Pack, dude.
Yeah,
They're fucking mob guys. They're cool fuckers. They don't give a shit.
would go in to fucking fix the phone and shit, and he'd be there fucking shit faced and like, you know, with his 44 still in his hand and stuff, like wrapped around it, you know, in one hand and fucking like face down on his big huge fucking bed and shit, and empty bottle of Dom in the other. And then I was working with this Cuban guy cleaning pools for a company when I was like fucking trying to get my own shit going, and you know couldn't like support myself completely with my own pool business. So everybody got it has to kind of moonlight at some point in time doing the pool business shit. And dude, this guy used to like he was one of the like just the bus boys and shit at this restaurant that you know they all would all go hang out at and stuff at. And he would buy bottle and bottle and bottle and bottle after bottle of fucking Dom. And every time he bought a bottle, he'd tip like all the fucking even the bus boys got like $100 bills and shit. And he'd fucking sometimes he'd come in like every night for like weeks and shit. The guy said,
That's wild.
like, that'd be nice, dude. How come I never got fucking those jobs and shit?
Because you're not Frank Sinatra.
Right. And I always got the fucking people that didn't even pay, let alone tip, you know?
Right.
But that's part of all the fucking the stalking and shit. And I now
Well,
realize
that is weird too, kind of, because it's like some people in like the same type, the same type of job as, let's say you, whatever. It's like, yeah, oh, I made $250 in tips tonight, and you've made fucking $10. You're like, what, motherfucker? I waited on twice as many tables as you. You know,
you know,
it's like, motherfucker,
it's
or
the
some
same
shit like that. And shit.
fucking, you know? Like pretty much. Like and it's like there's never any kind of like opposites of that, you know? It's never like on the other foot, shoes on the other foot kind of thing. It's like they always fucking get the freebie handouts and shit. And
I guess it's because we didn't kiss gang stalker ass. I don't know.
yeah, well, I think a lot of it has to do with like, you know, the things that are in control, like in the other dimensions and realms and stuff. Like, you know, our angels piss off their fucking demons and they like fucking battle it off in their little realm and in the astral or something, and it carries fucking weight over and
Huh.
our shit. So when they're all fucking pissed off and feuding with each other, there's gonna be like confrontation and shit on our end too, but just like unknowingly, you know.
Yeah, well, nepotism plays a big deal in that shit too.
Fuck yes, it does, big time. That's one thing I hated about fucking church, all that fucking nepotism, favoritism, and like, oh my god,
No, yeah.
it's like it's all about keeping up with the Joneses and like a fashion show, and it's all big Jerry Springer drama, anyways, because nobody's ever fucking practicing what they preach, and everybody's cheating on fucking everybody's
Well,
fucking.
you know what you're talking about with the church and shit. Like
Uh,
always the people that were like the deacons or the people that they picked to do the charity work
right?
were always like the biggest fucking assholes,
Yeah,
right? I mean, just like the most fucking obnoxious fucking assholes.
right. It's all
Always.
arrogant,
Yeah,
pompous,
exactly. Pompous, arrogant fucking assholes.
just oh, you just want love, huh, dog? I know. You're like, love me, just give me love. I'm so neglected. Yeah, I like that that brew stew.
What's that?
It's a YouTube cartoon, and it's this guy. He kind of, oh god, your breath is horrible, dog. And it's pretty cartoons. He like cusses and shit.
Look, John Hayden says, kiss gang stalker's ass and shit. And shit.
Yeah, and shit. Yeah.
Kiss the gang stalker's ass and shit if you want to be somebody, right?
Right, yeah.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
No, shit. I don't want that shit and shit. Oh my god.
No.
Wow. He's like, just touch me. Just touch me. I don't care.
Hell no, I'm not fucking Frenching your ass and shit, motherfucker. I'm not sticking my tongue up your ass and shit, gang stalkers.
Shit's foul and filthy as enough as it is. All right, mister. He's like, oh, fucking, just touch me. He's like, I'm neglected. But yeah, there's this brew stew about his dog having to take his dog to the emergency vet, dude. You gotta like watch it, dude. It's so hilarious.
What's that?
It's only like a 15-minute cartoon on YouTube.
Oh, is it copyrighted?
Yeah, you gotta watch it on.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. I watch it so many times. The first time you almost piss your pants, dude. It's funny.
I'm not gonna do the flirt with disaster copyright bullshit.
Yeah, don't do it. Just watch it on your own time and stuff.
I mean, hell, the fucking gang stalkers hate me enough as it is, without giving them a reason to fucking report my channel.
Yeah. Yeah, the other day I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna take it down anyways right afterwards. So I'll just play whatever fucking music, and I don't know how everybody else gets by with doing music like all the time.
I think maybe it's because of what we're just talking about.
Yeah, special privilege.
It's like George Carlin said.
Not in the club.
There's a big club, and you're not in it.
That's right. Exactly, hot dog.
That's exactly it. There's a big fucking club of assholes, and you're not in it.
Well, my club.
Calm down and shit.
My club, you can't get in because it's fucking solid, man.
I'm not gonna be part of it.
Comes fucking swinging, you best motherfucking duck. You motherfuckers are gonna get fucking clubbed fucking beyond belief.
I am not gonna be a part of the human centipede.
Right.
Remember that movie? Oh, that was sick as fuck, dude.
Just the cover alone, dude, I couldn't watch something like that. I was just, oh my god, this is so.
The funny part of it, me mentioning that, is, my gang stalkers. I know who a lot of them are, and it's like I can, and because they're able to see what you're thinking and shit.
Yeah.
I'm always picturing them fucking donkeys and horses and shit like that. But I made a human centipede out of them one day, and then another day, I thought of a machine, let's say a big 400 small block engine, attached to a circle machine that has dildos in it. I made them all ride it. And shit. I made them all ride it and shit. And the other night when they were fucking with me before I did that video about them waking me up, right?
Yep.
Talking about them waking me up on B2K. That same night, you remember the movie with The Rock and Sean Scott Williams in it, where the Rock is hanging upside down, and the monkey's establishing dominance on his head, fucking him in his ear and shit.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch. I watched that movie.
I pictured them all hanging upside down, and I'm saying, "Oh, that isn't an ear that he's fucking." And I don't know if you've ever watched Father Ted. It's another British comedy. But Father Ted has this thing with with Bishop Brennan. In one episode, he kicked him up the ass, right? He kicked him up the arse. And I said, one day on some chat, I made somebody laugh. I said, "Oh, Father Ted is kicking all the gang stalkers up the ass like they were Bishop Brennan.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that one.
But yeah, I had the macaques establishing dominance on all the gang stalkers. I had them hanging upside down, and I was poking them with a pointed stick. And then I had Mr. Bean. I thought about Mr. Bean poking him with a pointed stick.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like my best friend fucking for the longest time, he like looked just like Mr. Bean, I swear, man. And he like did a perfect impersonation of him too. Like
Right.
they could have like nerdy like him and shit. He actually did some of the stuff like not unknowingly and stuff. Like certain things he did, it was like exactly the same. Like
But yeah, they want to put these shitty images about about you in your head or whatever with the dreams and shit. And I was like, oh, here we go. Try this out for size.
yeah,
You see this big horse? this horse with this 20-inch cock? You're fucking it. That's
well, I got elephants fucking hanging out everywhere. I've always liked elephants. I mean, it's not like
it makes them get quiet for a minute usually.
yeah. Yeah, fuck, and I've ridden elephants twice too.
And that sucks and shit.
It
Well,
was kind of
he didn't talk because he had like a speech impediment. That's why he didn't talk a lot.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's why Mr. Bean didn't do a lot of talking.
yeah. Growing up, I had a friend that had a speech and hearing impediment and stuff. People make fun of him, and I get all pissed off and stuff. And he'd be like, he's all, it doesn't bother me. He's like, you don't have to defend me and stuff. I'm like, yeah, dude, but it pisses me off. And he's like, yeah.
Pissing me off and shit.
He's like, yeah, but you're my friend and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I don't care. He's like, and I didn't get it and stuff. It's like that lucky motherfucker actually having that speech and hearing impediment was something like was a pretty damn good fucking blessing on unbeknownst to anybody's behalf except for like actually his, you know. People never learn that out then like in life to like let stupid motherfuckers and shit let their stupid shit just go and be and not let them
There's the link, motherfuckers. Join the party and shit.
fall into that trap, you know, where they try to trap you into fucking being stooped down to their level and shit, right?
Right.
They're good at that little narcissistic fucking bullshit trick, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these fuckers are always trying to contend that I'm gay and shit. And I'm like, yeah,
Pull the gay shit
whatever.
like all the
Well,
time.
whatever.
Yeah, they always try to do that. Like in any instance or situation, they can try to do it. And then, like when I lived down at the beach and shit, fucking Patty got all jealous and shit, and fucking went around and told everybody at the club at Rock Night that me and Johnny were gay and stuff, and she got all
Just
pissed
to lie,
off.
just to talk shit, just to lie because you wouldn't touch that bitch, right?
And then yeah, I don't know, she was all pissed off because of Johnny's other girlfriend or something, or I don't know, we were always working and like not fucking, he wasn't spending enough time with her or something, or I don't know, maybe it was when I got fucking ran over in front of Turks and shit
Right.
and stuff, and had to fucking like I come in the house like fucking limping and shit, with my bike all fucked up and stuff, and they're in there doing it, and he comes out and he's like, "What the fuck
You know
happened?"
that invalidated everything you said because you said and stuff. You're supposed to say and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm
That
yeah, man.
invalidated that entire spiel of shit and shit.
All right, we'll have to get the court reporter to go back and
Court recorder. Yeah.
their little mini typewriter, fucking special wingding typewriter machine.
Oh, hey, speaking about court, I was picked to I had to do jury duty the other day, right? Last week.
Oh, yeah?
And I brought up gang stalking and how I thought it would be compromising for the defendant for me to be a juror because these fuckers can see what you see and hear what you hear and shit.
Really?
And yeah, I brought up gang stalking like a motherfucker in there, and
Cool.
the judge actually said, "Well, understanding gang stalking, basically kind of like that." He said, "Do you feel that the V2K would distract you from being able to, you know, be a juror. And I said no, but I said I do feel that it would compromise the defendant's ability to get a fair and just trial. When I said, you know as well as I do, Judge, you're not, when you walk in this door, it says no cameras or recording equipment beyond this point.
Right.
And these fuckers are, you know, are looking and recording and watching and listening to everything you hear and see. So yeah, I'm like, no. I said, I flat out said, I said, I don't think if someone is a targeted individual, they should be allowed to be on a jury just for that purpose, because you're, you know, that's fucking with the, you know, the defendant's constitutional right to have a fucking fair and just trial.
Right. And wow, that's cool.
So I brought that shit up and shit.
Right on. I'm glad you said that shit and shit, because you know that brings up a really good fucking point about it. Is like, yeah, the judge had fucking admitted to it, so how can it could be?
He basically he didn't act like, you know, like, oh, you're nuts, what the fuck are you talking about, you know what I mean?
Right.
He, in my opinion, understood exactly what I was talking about.
Right. He like more or less just confirmed it, and like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he confirmed that, yeah, they know what the fuck's going on.
yeah. So I mean, that's basically right there proof enough. At
But
least
yeah,
for me.
I mean, I spent my whole time trying to go through the jury selection and stuff, but in the end I wasn't picked, probably because of me saying that. But I, you know, but
Yeah, they're
you know,
looking for like, depending on what the case is, you know, they're looking for like the little old lady that's been like fucking, you know,
no,
robbed and
it wasn't the judge that does the choosing; it's the lawyers.
yeah, I know.
They each get to pick six jurors
Right. So they're looking for whoever's going to be like good for their
and shit.
case.
They
And
get to pick six jurors and shit.
yeah.
I
So
forgot to say and shit, so I kind of almost invalidated my statement and shit.
they're not going to get shitty ones and shit. They're going to get like the good ones and shit that it's going to like work out for their shit and shit and shit. You
Well,
know,
that
and shit.
speaking like what John just said there, the judge was probably just happy you showed up. Actually,
Right.
one person didn't show up to the jury selection after the on the second day.
Yeah, but if it was just a perp, then you know they don't get in trouble for it. If it was a human, yeah.
But the thing is, I've brought up before. I don't know if you've seen the video where one of the videos where I talk about the ability gang stalkers have, you know, to see and hear whatever the fuck you're doing wherever the fuck you're at, right? It is a national security issue. And
Yeah.
Havana syndrome is proof of that. I mean, if they can't fucking keep them doing it to CIA agents and diplomats, right?
The people that
If you're trying to have some classified information and shit,
right.
you're not able to do that when these fuckers can just, you know, jack into your fucking ass and shit right away, you know, and fucking see everything.
Exactly and shit.
So, but I reported that same type of shit to the FBI, the CIA, and in just that sort of manner that, you know, this is a security issue. Whether you believe this shit exists or not, the possibility that it does exist should be cause for alarm for you motherfuckers. Whether, you know, whether you got definitive proof of this shit or not.
Yeah, and then
And shit.
having to with the judge and shit about that, and him coming out like basically and talking with you like freely flowing, like, and not like making any kind of like well, what is this like gang stalking that you speak of, you know?
Oh,
Or
he didn't even question me like that.
right. And
He actually did get a demeanor like, holy shit, this motherfucker's talking about this. That was the kind of attitude he got.
Yeah, but he probably like, try to stay kind of cool and calm and collective and like try to
Yeah,
keep it like
yeah, he was still a judge, but the
way it
the
and he
the demeanor was that, oh wow, you know,
yeah like he
holy shit, this motherfucker actually said this shit in my courtroom, under
yeah
oath, under oath, you know, with the possibility of perjury. I'm not bullshit.
no no see the thing is they're probably trained for like that instance or scenario coming up, so they train them fucking for when that happens to just keep talking like it's the regular everything else because usually people don't know court lingo and terminology. So
I mean,
and
I've tried to get lawsuits up for defamation of character and shit, and slander and stuff.
oh
But
yeah,
but
I,
getting a lawyer to actually follow through and do this shit is
yeah. Well,
near impossible. So I basically I'm like, oh, okay, motherfuckers, you want me to be in a courtroom and talk? Fine, I got something for your fucking ears and shit.
yeah, because the deal with that is most lawyers, like before they were a lawyer, at one time were when they were starting out were most of the time like a public pretender and shit. So because not everybody could get
Right.
rich daddy send them directly to college
Yeah,
and get
not everybody has a rich daddy to pay for fucking lawyers and shit.
yeah, not
But
everybody can buy their degrees and stuff or go to the special
yeah,
place to
I was perfectly fine during doing my jury duty, and being one of the 12 or the alternates, but um,
get free or
I wasn't fine with maybe gang stalkers being able to have insider information and be able to sway the ability of this person getting a fair trial and shit. And
right,
I,
exactly.
I, and basically, I mean that across the board and shit, as far as every courtroom. If
Right. So
if someone's a target with these fuckers using this technology to see and hear everything we fucking see and hear,
yeah,
and talking about it to whoever the fuck they want, that's not a fair and just system. That that
no,
that
yeah,
undermines all the judicial system. Period.
yeah, it's really unjust, dude,
And shit.
and shit. Times 10 billion and to infinity and beyond, and then beyond that, and then a little bit further past that too, and then keep going.
But I would say if you are a targeted individual and you end up having to do jury duty, don't be afraid to talk about these fuckers gang stalking your ass
Don't be afraid of the jury duty
and shit.
and shit, cause you might not get picked. So just wear a typo shirt in that bitch. But yeah, no, I was always like, yeah, man, I'll wear fucking, like a Marilyn Manson shirt or something like if, I ever
You,
get,
you can't you can't get away with that.
yeah, yeah, they don't like, they tell you right now, no Rob Zombie shirts or whatever, like,
Yeah,
no,
you have to have casual business attire. I mean,
yeah, they've always had the no,
no t-shirts, no fucking shorts, none of that shit. No chains hanging off or leather jackets.
I remember going to the beach and shit, going down the court at the beach, and like, they used to say that fucking out here, but actually down at the beach, they'd say it down there and they'd be like, it's not the beach. Well, it's the beach, but it's not the beach.
This isn't the
But
beach in this courtroom. You're not surfing waves in here and shit.
yeah, and shit. It was kind of fucking funny and shit, even though it's just a bunch of shit. But yeah, dude, when I was a kid, they've been fucking with me since day one. And one of the things they did one
Right.
time was it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got done like boning this fucking one chick and on the back porch at my grandma's house in the swing and fucking in the summer fucking hot fucking heat and wind blowing like crazy. And then I think I took her home. And then what was I fucking talking about? Shit, I forgot already and shit. Oh yeah, so I'm driving home. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, like one, closing time, so the bar's getting out, and I have a highway patrol fucking behind me, and I'm still, I'm not even 21 yet, and I'm actually at this point, I'm not even like a stoner or nothing, and so they fucking follow me like, and there's like a windy grade and shit that goes from down below the lower desert where Palm Springs is up to the higher desert where like Joshua Tree National Monument and shit is and shit. And so I fucking drove, all the way up the windy grade and shit. And as soon as I get, over to the top of the grade and pull in, fucking, they like sure as shit, I knew they were behind me too. Like,
Right.
first thing they tried to do was like the push. I call it like the push fucking maneuver, where they, speed up and try to get you to speed so they can fucking pull you over after making you
Yeah,
speed and
yeah.
shit.
But they won't stop the guy behind you.
Right. So they tried that on me first, and I knew it was them because they pulled off on a spot where there's no cars, that there's no like place to pull off from. It's just desert. So, and then they pulled me over, and they were like all pissed off because they had to get their quota or something, and I'm not sure. And they're like trying to figure out something they can give me like at least a ticket for or something, because I'm not like some drunk guy that they're gonna arrest and give a DUI to and
Yeah.
shit or whatever. So they're walking around the truck and they're like just trying to figure out what the fuck to write me up for and stuff. So like it takes them a while. They're back at the fucking car trying to figure out what to do. And so he comes back and he writes me a ticket for like having bald tires, right? I had like these mud fucking tires on my truck, and it was a low rider, and then I lifted it, so it was kind of like,
He found anything that he could give you a ticket for.
yeah. So he gives me a ticket for fucking bald tires and shit, right? So, and I'm in my town at this point, and my hometown, which is actually a different county, right? There's San Bernardino County and then Riverside County. And as soon as you pass over the bridge, like right before you get up to the grade, that's the county line that goes from Riverside to San Bernardino. So I get my ticket and shit in the mail and shit, and then I have to go all the way down to Indio, which is like far away. Like it's like almost in Coachella Thermal. It's like an hour drive
Yeah.
instead of like a 35-minute drive like up here to White Feather Road
And shit.
and shit. Yeah, which is a really shitty fucking corrupt courthouse and a bunch of judges, and it's all fucking gang stalker fucking perp criminal fucking organization ran. That's what COP stands for, criminal fucking organization of perps. EOP,
I kind of have a story like what you're talking about. I was driving along Catella,
Oh yeah.
just this side of Walker, and it's where the Costco is there.
Okay,
And
yeah. That fuck.
I'm there at the stoplight, right? And on the other side of the street, in the left turning lane, is a fire truck, right?
Oh yeah.
The fire truck does a U-turn, right?
Uh-huh.
And and the light changes, and the lights come on behind me. I'm like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
I started just going forward, because the light changed. He pulled me over and gave me a ticket for following too close to a fucking emergency vehicle
Yeah.
because that motherfucker turned around in front of me.
Yep. They always fucking pull some shit like that, dude. So, anyways, what I did was I went all the way down fucking below to go to court, right?
Yeah.
And I took all my paperwork and everything with me, and I'm still like a kid, 16 years old, probably somewhere around that, 16, 17. So I go all the way down there, and luckily I'm the fucking second person called. The first person that gets called up is this little tiny Mexican lady, and she's all like scared and everything because she got like a ticket or something, and her neighbor is a cop. That's what the deal was, and he cut down her fucking tree from her yard because it was like leaning over into his yard, and he kept like writing like tickets, like to like totally gang stalk her and fuck with her and all kinds of stuff. So
Right.
the judge he's like, and this who is this? Who's your neighbor, ma'am? Oh, officer, yeah, so and so, yeah, he's gonna be here in my courthouse later on this week. He's like, I'm sorry this has happened to you, ma'am. You don't have to pay for any like the paperwork fees or something like that. Just have a good day, And I was like, oh, that's cool. Fucking sounds like a good judge and shit. And luckily, I get called up the second person because they went in alphabetical order from like A and stuff instead of from, they like to flip flop it every day and shit or whatever and go start with Z instead sometimes. And it's like, damn, that takes me fucking. I'll be here until this afternoon and shit just to be called up when they do that. But like, yeah, I was the second person, and I had all my shit ready to go, and I get up there and fucking, it's just me, I don't got no parents or nothing like helping me out or nothing,
Right.
and all on my own, just some little fucking squirt kid, and hillbilly fucking from the sticks, and the judge, I think, asked if I had anything to like submit to the bailiff or something like that, and I'm all, I sure do, Your Honor. And so I gave him like all my paperwork and stuff. I had pictures of the tires, like were dated, like real actual photos.
These motherfuckers ain't bald and shit, right, bitch?
Right, exactly. And then I had like I was making payments on it because I was trying to like get credit, and like build my credit as a kid and shit. So the first thing I did was bought some rims and tires and shit for my truck. So I was still making payments on it too, right?
Yeah.
So like he strikes out and like the bailiff like hands him like, I guess hands him like my like little manila fucking folder or whatever it was that I had full of all my shit that had all that stuff in there. And like he opens it up and he starts looking at the stuff, and I can't remember what happened, but like I started talking right away, and I think the first thing I said is like, Your Honor, I just wanted to say, first off, this, I don't know who this officer is right here, but whoever she is.
Officer, I'm a perp.
I said, yeah, I don't know who she is, but I was pulled over by a male officer or a male highway patrol, not a female, for one. And then
Oh, they played the switch on you and they didn't have the officer to bring in there, so they pulled someone else off the street, huh?
I don't know what the deal was, but like he like immediately stopped and like dropped my pictures, and he like looked up and the tipping the glass down and looking over the glasses,
Uh-huh.
and he looks over at fucking her, and then he like kind of like eyeballs over at me, and then he fucking eyeballs back over at her again, and then like puts his head back down again, and I'm all, and besides that officer, I was pulled over in San Bernardino County, not Riverside County. So shouldn't I be up at White Feather Road Courthouse and not down here in Indio? And then he's like,
Case
damn,
dismissed.
right? Yeah, he's looking at my pictures, and he's looking at the fucking that I'm making payments on this shit, and he looks back up at her, looks back over at me again, and looks back over at her, and he's all, get the hell out of my courtroom. And got up and she held her head down, dude, and did that like walk of shame. And I was like, I felt so good too, because like I had to take the day off of work and all the
Like I
fucking
said, officer, I'm a perp and shit.
dude. And he said the same thing to me, basically, that he told the Mexican lady before me. I didn't even have to pay the
Yeah, you
paperwork.
don't have to pay this shit because it's a fucking scam. They're
Yep.
scamming motherfuckers.
And I didn't know nothing about straw man or anything until like, just a few years, maybe 6 years ago or something, when I found out all about all this, or actually more than 6 years now. But yeah, I found out about all that stuff when I found out about gang stalking and all this crap, the program and all that.
There's another time that when I was I didn't have a place to park my RV here, and I was driving around and parking in parking lots, Walmart parking lots, right?
Yeah.
And Walmart on their website has has a stipulation there. You can come park here overnight, up to 3 days in Walmart parking lot, right?
Right.
In your RVs. And well, I was in Huntington Beach at the Walmart down there, and parked
Yeah.
in the Walmart parking lot. And
Yeah.
a cop was going through fucking rousting people, right? Gave me
Yeah.
a ticket. Gave me a ticket for parking in that parking lot. I went to court, and they're like, well, blah 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 blah. And I said, well, I had a right to park there. Walmart, extends the courtesy to people with overnight parking there in their parking lot.
Right.
And the judge said, oh really? And one of the guys, one of the like prosecutors or whatever, he got on his computer and he's like, he's looking, and he looked it up and he said, he's right, judge. And they're like, well, okay, there's a problem with that though. That parking lot doesn't belong to Walmart. It belongs to because it was like a big strip mall type atmosphere, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
problem was is that the parking lot didn't belong to Walmart. He says, okay, granted, you know, you have that, the Walmart says you can park there, but the problem is that parking lot belongs to the city of Huntington Beach, and we don't have that, courtesy. So you're going to have to pay the ticket, but we're not going to cite you. It's, we're going to make you pay the ticket, but we're not going to
right,
put it on your record.
right, exactly. Yeah, because
Like,
they
oh
actually,
yeah, okay, fucking whatever, motherfucker. But
yeah,
anyway, it felt good to hear that guy say, Judge, he's telling the truth. And the judge was
right.
like, okay. But it was,
Yeah, that's like
it was okay and shit, but it wasn't okay and shit.
right shit. That's the shit and shit. Yeah, dude, you can see like a lot of stars out tonight, or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know what they all are. But... And the Big Dipper,
We don't live under a dome, dude. Don't start talking that flat Earth bullshit to me.
always the same fucking thing. No, it's not like flat. I mean, shit can't be flat. Look at the damn mountain I get to look at every day. Like, I got like the best view of I got like the Ansel Adams fucking view that everybody wants and shit.
Right.
Anytime you see of the fucking Mount San Jacinto and shit, like the Palm Springs Mountain, you always see it from this view right here. It's like you got the fucking
I just understand that you're not gonna sit there saying we're under a dome on the fucking back on a turtle's back on four elephants, right? You're not gonna talk that stupid shit, right? And the Earth is 6,000 years old, and monkeys
I
are
don't
flying out of their asses, right?
I couldn't. Yeah, see,
No,
same thing,
no,
like, Mandela effect, and like the whole thing with the
fucking.
maps, all
I
that.
hate to say it, but those flat earthers are some retarded ass motherfuckers and shit.
The oh wow, there's like a fucking beam of light and shit coming from out somewhere. But as for the what was I gonna
Because
say?
science and shit. I mean, look up at the heavens and look at all those fucking spheres and globes up there, and you mean to tell me you think you're on a disc? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking moron.
Yeah, actually, what the thing, one of the things about the disc part of it, like or like the spinning of it, like spinning like a record part thing, is
Yeah.
when they take the time lapses, like out here, people do like they're always doing photography and shit. When they do the time lapses out at the
Uh-huh.
monument, look at
Right.
them. That's how the fucking stars go in the pattern. It's like they don't go like they should be streaking
Well,
like
it's because the earth is spinning.
the sky, but they go in like a circle though. It's like that kind of
Yeah,
fucking
you're on a circle, yes, but it's a actual full circle like a fucking cue ball. It's not a disc.
yeah. But you can tell there's I don't know something when you go. I know when you go way the fuck far out as you can possibly get. Like I mean, it took us like 4 days in this little fucking dinghy boat. Like I mean, it was way smaller than the SS Minnow, and it's had this old Ford fucking motor and shit. And but we went.
Actually, it's more like a potato, but anyway,
Yeah, smaller than that. It was like actually being like in a little fucking
good shit.
pine leaf, actually, just like a little tiny pine leaf, and you're like little there.
Fuck you, John Heyman and shit. Fucking Earth is flat in some places and shit.
And we went out so far. It's
Shit.
called the
Oh, okay.
409.
I am I'm gonna go there. Kansas is flat as a motherfucker, bitch. Kansas is flat as fucking all hell, but the
I'll
Earth
tell you
isn't flat.
so far from fucking I don't know about that Dorothy bitch, but I never felt so far from fucking home, dude. Like I could not get out of there fast enough. Yeah. I did not like Kansas at all. It was fucking creepy. And then when I saw
Hey, the
how
best
like
way to look at Kansas is in your rearview fucking mirror. I'm telling you that right now.
exactly, dude, I'm driving all of a sudden it's like it's not like rolling hills even, but it's kind of starting to at least have a little bit of a shape and not be completely just fucking straight up flat, you know, and just nothing but like a horizon that never ends, like the never
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
you know, the next tile that you come up on, which is nothing but a fucking big huge water tower, and then tractor dealers and a Ford dealer, and then there goes the water tower in your rearview mirror until you see the
Where
next
are
water.
the trees and shit? Well, the trees, there's like a little corner. There's a couple little corners of Kansas that have some trees and some hills and shit. Like
Yeah,
where it turns into Missouri. But the rest is pretty much flat and shit.
yeah, I'm like near Pratt area or something like that, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck is all this shit, dude? I'm like, I look over at my dog, and my dog gives me that look too. He's like looking over, like, what the fuck is this, dude? I'm like, I don't know. I got to get out, dude. I'm not sure. I don't even know what I'm seeing here. Sure as shit. I get out of the truck and I'm like, is this fucking for real? And like,
Right.
as far as their eye can see, dude, it's all like steer, like all fucking black, like, and they're like, it's wall to wall. Like, I mean, these motherfuckers are packed in there like tighter than sardines and shit. You know, for miles and miles and miles, as far as the eye can see. I don't even know how they feed the motherfuckers. I don't know how the motherfuckers drink. I don't know.
That's
I don't
another
even
thing. There's no water in that mother. There ain't no rivers.
know.
There
Like
ain't
how
no
the
rivers and shit.
and it's like a over fucking loaded bag of fucking marbles and shit, you know, ready to bust
Right.
out. But they're all just standing there like in place, like, you know, like somebody put a bunch of fucking pegs in a light bright fucking board and shit. Just however, you know, all
And
willy nilly.
stuck the cows there, right?
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I had to take a picture of it. I was like, this is not fucking real. Is this?
Well, where are they gonna go? I mean, it's like, okay, I'm gonna stand on this flat piece of ground, or I'm gonna move over to this flat piece of ground, and this
With
flat
them.
piece of ground over here, and look at some other flat shit over here because it's all flat shit. But
Right. But it's like that stupid fucking game where you got that one little plastic piece that's missing and you got to slide all the fucking different things around like a Rubik's.
the little the little square. I don't know
Yeah,
what they call those.
and you can never get it into place and shit. You're like, what the fuck? This thing's fucking with me. It's not even real, anyways. It's like
Yeah,
just made fucking. It's not even right.
it's just something to waste your time with.
Right.
And when you get the picture done, it's like, oh fuck, it's a dog or something. You know, big deal. I spent 16 hours trying to fucking move these square pieces around to see this picture.
Fucking 8 pieces or 9 pieces in this fucking square thing, or 8 pieces just to make a little fucking triangle,
Yeah,
or the stupid little cat. It's not even fucking
yeah.
like some whiskers.
Actually, what would be funny is to make one of those and have it say, "You're a dumb fuck for wasting your time on this."
Right?
You're a dumb fuck for wasting your time on this and shit.
Exactly. That would be perfect.
You just spent 6 hours of your life that you're never going to get back.
You dumbass. You know? Oh, I look like a man.
Look like a man, Miss Swan. Yeah, that was some funny. That was funny and shit.
Hell
What
yeah.
you look like? Well, you know, you look like a man.
Yeah, there was a.
Not like you. Wait, she says it, not like a you, but you look like a man.
Yeah, like I only got on for like a second earlier just to check and see if there was any major fucking, you know, the world blew up or something or imploded or something maybe. And it was like manhunt for fucking woman who shoots fucking gun wielding woman who shoots fucking man or something like that. I don't know. It shows us like this black chick, and I'm just thinking like, I don't know, she looks pretty fucking manly, dude. And looking like a man. I left a comment there, like Bunny Swan and shit. And put Bunny Swan in the quote, say, looking like a man.
Got that Marjorie Taylor Greene look going on, right?
Is that what it is?
Oh shit!
No, I
I'm in
don't know.
trouble now.
No, there's just some manhunt going on into that or whatever.
You're not going there, are you?
I think it was like 3 days ago or something that just popped into my feed out of nowhere. I'm like, why are you like, I don't know. I don't ever watch news on this shit, you guys. Why are you suggesting this to me?
Oh yeah, when you get the recommendations on your main page, it's like
Yes.
it's like sometimes I get some shit. It's like It's like, why the fuck are you suggesting this shit to me? I don't have no interest in the
Right?
sex habits of fucking turtles and shit or whatever, you know.
The dung beetle.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm talking about. It's like shit. I made a chair out of 6 blocks of wood. Like, what, motherfucker?
And I built a cabin out of this pallet.
Yeah, right. I built a cat. I've watched some of those. Honestly, though,
Right? So some stupid shit, huh?
I took this crate of bottles and made a truck.
This nice refinished stick bed truck here.
You know, shit, right?
Put on the Barrett jacket for 200 million. It's like so much stupid shit. Like, oh man, the whole like chopper craze and shit, and then fucking Pawn Stars craze. It was like
Oh
really
yeah, when they what was that? West
Picker.
Coast Chopper or whatever. All those shows like that.
Yeah, Jesse James fucking moved
Yeah.
across from me, the beach and shit. Yeah, one night he was down fucking right after he moved there because I was raising so much hell and stuff. And
I never watched that show for the fucking bikes. Really, I watched it to watch the dad and the son argue all the time.
yeah,
Like, you know, I could give a fuck about Pawn Stars, but watching what's his face,
yeah, and the old grandpa and shit.
Dumpy and the grandpa always fighting over some money.
Get fucking shit up or breaking something, and
What did you just spend $15,000 on? But granddad, it's awesome.
I know.
Piece of garbage.
That was a really good show.
I didn't
So
like
what?
it.
Like
What I
dead?
didn't like about it is the bald guy. He's always steadily trying to fuck a motherfucker over. You know, he looks at something and you can see it in his eyes that he's like, oh, dude, I can make $20,000 off of this. I'll give you $50 for it.
Right. He's always like, yeah, fucking shice.
I'll give you $50 for it.
Used car motherfucking guy. Yeah.
Chumley, that's the mother father.
Yeah. Is he alive or dead, or is it another Mandela effect? Is he alive again or dead again or what?
It's like the Schrodinger's cat. It's in the box and it's got poison in it, but it's dead and alive until you look at it.
Oh my god, dude, I gotta stop right now. Seriously. I better fucking put this like away right now.
Put what away? Did you
Can
ever go to your friend's house?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna say you said you were gonna drive over there.
I know.
He's not even gonna be awake. Shit, is he?
I don't know. I'll probably like what I'll do is I'll just I'll text him or something. Or, oh wait, he can't text me back. Fuck.
You can't text. You're fucked.
Yeah. Damn it. I don't know. Maybe I'll call him or something. I don't know. They're usually those people are usually up till around like 2 or something. You know. They're not like.
No. John Heyman says the granddad is dead.
Oh yeah.
From the show there.
Imagine he would be dead for sure. Yeah. He was pretty old.
From the porn stars.
That porn star dancing. Remember that song?
You know, what?
My Darkest Days.
I don't know. Maybe if I heard it.
Porn star dancing song.
Maybe if I heard it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like more
John
like.
Heyman says call him and shit.
Call what?
He says call him and shit.
No, I will. As soon well, I have to get off the stream first because.
We've been on here 2 hours and 20 minutes just bullshitting.
Yeah.
I'll let you go do that.
And with this bullshitting.
Been bullshitting and shit. And
Bullshit.
talking and shit.
Fudge, man. I made some fucking banana fudge and shit, and it's like, oh my god, I can't stop fucking eating this
Can
shit.
you tell the difference between the banana fudge and shit?
Oh yeah, because it's banana and it's not shit. So it's pretty good shit. Except for it's not shit and shit. Oh my god.
Right.
So So what I was gonna do was like pour the, except it didn't like completely set. It's still kind of like, no, and then it didn't set up. Maybe I should have cooked it longer, added more sugar. I don't know. But oh my god, it's fucking perfect. And I was gonna take and make some chocolate and then pour the chocolate over the top, but I already got like, well, I guess maybe a quarter of it fucking eaten up now.
You're not gonna have anything left to put chocolate on.
I know.
Is that what you've been eating, munching on? I've been hearing you munching.
Yeah, I can't, dude. I'm freaking out. I can't stop eating it. It's so fucking good.
You better stop.
I had some white chocolate and then I melted in some like, or I melted that and then I put in some like, what's it called? J.R. Watkins like banana extract and some food color drops, and then we didn't have any pecans, so I put walnuts in there like it's like, I don't know, banana nut bread or some shit. I don't know, since it's fudge.
John Heyman says good night and shit.
Why on and shit?
I was thinking that I'll go ahead and end. We'll go ahead and end this stream. It's almost 2.5 hours.
All right,
you can go take care of your shit and shit. And
yeah, my battery and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And shit.
So,
but it was cool.
Do you still have my phone number, bitch?
You know what? I've been looking for it. I know I put it into my phone and then my phone took a shit. So, but I wrote it down manually somewhere and I can't find that. So yeah, and I won't. Yeah, we can go in the back room and I won't touch my fucking phone this time.
Here's my email. Just fucking email me and shit.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah, that'll work. Mine's mine.
Yeah, you can email me and I can tell you where I live and shit.
Right on and shit. That's cool and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as I can get my truck going back again, change out these knock sensors and, you know, get some.
I need to change one in mine, but it's the Dodge Stratus and it had the knock sensors in it started acting up when the alternator fucked up and I changed the alternator, but it didn't. They don't reset once they go off. They're fucked. And that keeps making my engine light go off. But
yeah, I gotta.
Is the fucking knock sensors all the way down inside the crank and all that shit, and you got to take all the fucking the exhaust manifold and all that shit off to get to it. And I ain't about to fuck with that shit.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm dealing with this fucking piece of shit and shit. It's the same motherfucking thing in the same motherfucking place. It's like there's two of them.
I mean, some cars they used to put it on the outside of the crank, you know,
like most. Yeah, most cars have it out, and like that's where
these cars like that are just fucking whoever designed that is an asshole.
Yep. And I live out here where there's like all those like little chipmunk squirrels and kangaroo rats and shit.
Kangaroo rats are cool, man. Watching them hop around and shit.
Oh no, yeah, no, they make a mess. They eat up all your fucking wires and shit and shit.
Shit up, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, they get in your house and they like eat holes in your like fucking food, little boxes of food.
When the person that lived next door to me, when they had him move, he had a rat infestation, right? And they of course all came over here and ate all my fucking water lines, so I had to rerun all new water lines and shit. I mean, they ate every one of them, dude. I still got electrical shit that isn't connected because of them, because I'm not gonna fuck with it, because it's just, you know.
Oh, that sucks.
In ridiculous fucking places to fuck with. I'd have to tear the whole place apart, and I ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah. And then we got those fucking like squirrel things, like
rats suck. Yeah, they do.
All kinds of like shit here that just like, oh my god, so much stuff to fuck up your shit in the desert, man. Plus like the UV rays and stuff beating down on crap and eating up your clear coat and your plastics and
drying shit up, yeah.
All that crap, warping it, and it's just sand blasting from the sandstorms and
ruining your all the plastic on shit, yeah.
And everywhere you gotta drive so fucking far to get to anywhere. It's like you're always driving forever just to, you know, work is like, dude, you gotta spend a lot of money on gas and a lot of time driving around here to go to work if you don't live down.
That's fucked. That's the thing about living out in the sticks. You got to drive 20 miles to get to a fucking gas station.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it sucks that in that aspect. Plus, if you wanted to like go around and go get some Starbucks real quick, yeah, no way. And then you do drive for 20 minutes to get to a Starbucks, and that's it. That's it, the only one, and that's it. No other options. So if it sucks, it sucks. Which Starbucks usually sucks because I've always boycotted it up until like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's just I need my caffeine fucking fix and shit, which I'm like kind of dying for right now. It's like maybe some caffeine.
All right, man. I love talking to you for all this time.
Yeah, that's fucking yeah.
And thanks for coming out, John. Your comments have been great. I
Yeah,
like comments and shit, and it's always fun and shit. Tried to get your ass to come in here and shit, but that's all right and shit.
that's cool and shit.
Maybe
Maybe next
next time. Maybe next time and shit. But
time.
I'm gonna
That's
end this thing at it's 2:31. So have
it.
a great
All right.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Tuesday morning already. Shit, man. Time flies like and shit. You know. Cool.
Night,
Good
guys.
night, and
Latest.
see you next. Yeah.
Peace.